What's going on, everybody? Welcome to That Hashtag Show presents THS Wrestling, That Wrestling Show. That's a lot of that's, and we're here live, my goodness, in the THS in person.
I could touch you.
We did it, guys. It's not an illusion. It's not green screen.
Did it, guys.
You can move the microphones. Everything is here. Holy hell, we got a lot to talk about. AEW Revolution. My name is John. I don't have anything witty to come up with for myself, and therefore I have nothing witty for my good friend Neeson. Neeson, what's going on, man?
I am your John Silver. You are Alex
Reynolds. I'm fine with that.
Yes, this is exactly what it is.
Great tag team.
I'm always hungry.
Oh, you're always hungry.
I am always hungry.
He always hungry. Well, we just finished watching AEW Revolution as I just stated, and another amazing show.
Yeah,
another amazing pay-per-view. I want the chat to chime in. How did you feel about it? If you had to give it a letter grade, what would you give it? And also let us know what your favorite match was. We're going to try and get to all the comments as we go on here. But Neeson, I guess a letter grade, what would you give this?
Man, honestly, from sitting through it first time out, I would honestly probably give it a B+. I thought it delivered on. I mean, we all kind of got the Iggy that Swerve was gonna be debuting there, but then we also got William Regal, right? Our Steven Regal, if you will.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Billiam,
but Billiam,
yes.
Billiam Regal, Regal easy. That's my Regal voice. I don't know why.
That's fine.
I just can't wait till he says, "Blood and guts,
blood and guts,
blood and guts."
Yeah,
that's what we want. Hip hip cheerio. I'm sorry, anybody that from. I
hip,
apologize.
Hip,
I apologize now. But I think from that to look, I thought Jay Cargill and Ty Conti did an amazing opening match with the tag team triple threat match being an opening match, I believe.
We opened the show with Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah, opening match
Jericho
with Eddie Kingston going over Chris Jericho, and then it was the triple threat tag team match. I mean, closing the show with the Adams. I thought the Adam Project was really great. Ryan Reynolds did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Him going back to his kid, and that was the main.
That was the main event.
Okay,
yes. The older Adam fighting the much younger Adam.
Right. No, look, B+. What about you, man? What would you give it?
Let's see. Christopher says the tag team match was amazing. I'd probably give it I guess a B+ as well.
Nice.
Probably an A. I thought
giving out the A's.
I thought the dog collar match, Oaktown Barry and Backdown. I thought the dog collar match was excellent. We finally got Wardlow going, I'm good, man. Right. You can't win because of me, and I told you that. And you slapped me in the face, so gonna get that comeback. We had CM Punk coming out to AFI, his ROH theme song.
Yeah.
In the basketball short-esque things.
Sure, yeah, you didn't have the triple X's on there.
Oh my god. I mean, that was a great match. I thought every match was good to great. I didn't think there was anything that was like overly like bad. There might have been some matches that might have stayed too long, but I mean, I feel like that's every AEW pay-per-view. So they give you your money's worth, I think.
Right.
But yeah, man, I thought it was a really great show. Best show. Hunter says best show of the year. Hunter, we love you, dude, man. And we love that you have a sense of humor about you calling last.
Yeah, I was like, you love that you have a sense of humor about you. Probably, I'm just be honest, it was the worst wrestling take you ever had. But that says a lot because you have some pretty good wrestling takes. It was just that one wasn't good. But now you're like you said, you were a year earlier.
Year early.
I mean, look, AEW Revolution this year was definitely so far the best wrestling pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah,
for sure. 2022. Not 2021.
We're still early in the year too.
But so far, it was really, really great, man.
They're sitting here laughing my ass off. We love you too, man. We're giving you shiz. So I mean, I guess let's run down the card.
Right.
We said we opened the show with Eddie versus Jericho. Eddie coming out hot to the ring. I think he hit him with a half and half suplex immediately out the door. A lot of suplexes here.
Suplex City, if you
yes, will. Absolutely.
Very sports entertaining type of match from a sports entertainer.
Yes. I really, really liked this match. I thought it felt special.
Yeah.
I love that Eddie got the win. Not only the win, but he won via submission, which is absolutely crazy.
Which is nuts.
Ken, what's going on, man? Glenn and Ken.
Great
card. Ken says, "What's up, everybody? What's going on?" But I will say, him winning by submission was great. I said last week he needed to win this match.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
He needed to. And
100%.
I don't think anyone here doubted that he was going to lose. And the crowd, Jericho did a very good job of making sure they were on Eddie's side. He was flipping off the crowd. He was doing like the little like smiley stuff.
I just want to stop you guys. If you hear people laughing and shouting and stuff, it's because we're in a live studio here. We got
these are sure SM7Bs, my friend.
Yeah, I'm just making sure, just in case people are like, "What the hell is going on?" They have a TV on back there. No, we're in a live studio.
We're missing the after party.
Yeah,
you know, bring this to you.
We had a whole party, guys. We're bringing you the party. That's what's going on.
So, do you agree, Eddie? Right place, right time for him to get his big win.
Right place, right time. Look, the sports entertainer, the influencer, the Mr. GFY.
The G, he will GFY, and I'm like, oh, so clever.
You know, it's exactly what needed to happen, man. I think, and it all sets up Eddie Kingston for hopefully eventually going after some gold.
Well,
in AEW.
I mean, speaking of that, Hunter just said, give Eddie the TNT title.
All right, relax, Hunter. We already gave you one compliment.
Give him the TNT.
I mean, look, are you gonna give him the TNT title over Warlow? Are you gonna go to over
He's
Will,
not saying
over
right
Will
now.
Hobbs? Are you gonna give it to him over Ricky Starks? Are you gonna give it to him over?
Are
you gonna give it to him?
Does Eddie Kingston kind of feel like that Jake the Snake kind of wrestler where he's so good that it's like
1,000%.
He doesn't need a championship put on him?
1,000%. Like, I think as long as he's in something meaningful, that's all that matters with Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston brings such a realism to his craft. He just needs to be sniffing, something around that. And I think it'll be amazing to see him go for the ANT or the TNT title, but we saw that match. We saw what that title was looking like right now.
Yeah. Dylan, thanks for joining us on Facebook. Right now I have it on my phone, guys, so I can't see YouTube comments. Apologies for that, but thanks for
we can say we have shout out to our in-studio producer Junior.
Yeah,
running the boards
Junior's
tonight
on the ones and twos.
So whenever he flies him up, we could definitely see him.
Yeah, I'm only seeing live closed captioning right now, which is impressive.
I don't have my phone on, so I can't.
Well, forget it then.
I mean, look, I'm unprofessional. Okay,
that's fine.
Right?
We're bringing you along here.
Sorry, I'm trying.
You're unprofessional. I saw your trailer.
I'm trying, guys. Trying.
You're unprofessional. I'm the one.
March 18th. March 18th.
Okay, so Christopher asks, now what for Eddie? He got the big win.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go? Where does Eddie Kingston go from here? Or does it does it just have to be meaningful? Does it?
It just has to be meaningful. I don't think he goes for a title. I think we continue telling a story. Maybe he goes for Jake Hager. Maybe we stay inside. Maybe we stay inside the inner circle till we get to Sammy.
Okay.
But I think he doesn't. Or maybe this is just the first off. He made him tap it. That is very decisive. And
that's huge.
So I don't know if we run it back again, but
I would also like, if anybody in chat knows, I would love to know the last time Chris Jericho tapped out, because that feels like something that he was like, I don't want him to just beat me. I want him to tap me out, because that feels very significant.
That's what I tell my Friday night dates.
Christopher says he just doesn't want to see Eddie fade away. Eddie's not going to fade away. The crowd loves him.
Yeah.
He just got a big win. I think he will still be a part of weekly television. Because listen, did you hear that crowd reaction for him? My goodness.
I mean, and plus the crowd was hot, right?
Yes.
The crowd was hot off the gate. So yeah.
So people are saying like, oh, he should, he's like take over the inner circle. He should, wrestle Hager. I feel like the disrespect that Jericho showed him after the bell is for sure going to play into the mind of Santana and Ortiz to be like, you're not a man of your word. We're done. We're out.
I think they're already out there, right?
They gave him the fist bumps, and it's also weird that nothing happened with that. But I mean, I feel like we had a lot of everything else was going on. I'm fine that was just a straight up match.
You know what? I think Eddie Kingston is going to be on. Hear me out. Give me 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes.
I think Eddie Kingston is gonna go home tomorrow, and he's gonna realize that at 9 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock tomorrow, WWE is gonna download WWE 2K22, and he's gonna go on WWE 2K22, and he's gonna see John Pingle. He's gonna see Neeson.
Wow.
And then he's gonna see that boy Jack Farmer hiding in a turnbuckle as the trios go and take down those ruthless, no good scoundrels over there on that Smitty Spotify. What is that? Flobo, Evan Mack, and Brian Waters. Brian Waters, he called himself the chocolate Captain Planet, I think, or something like that when he talked about us. No, it's not. The only chocolate Captain Planet is Don Cheeto, okay? Don Cheeto is the chocolate Captain Planet. And he was a no good scoundrel as well. So what are you saying? You're a no good scoundrel, Brian Waters? Is that what you are? Yeah, so Eddie Kingston is going to sign on. He's going to tune into THS Wrestling. He's going to tune into our streaming show, and he's going to watch us beat their ass at some point in time. That's how he's going to spend his time. That's what he's going to do. That's what Jesus.
Well, I stand corrected. Dylan did not only the master of gifts, but also the master of information. MJF submitted Jericho last year on a Dynamite.
What, it had to be in front of a no crowd, right? Because I don't remember.
August 18th. I think they might have been in front of a crowd.
No, they were in front of a crowd.
Yeah, so I stand corrected. My bad.
What did he submit him with?
The armbar. His little armbar he does.
I can't even picture
it. Was a 5 labors of Jericho. Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was tucked in that. Yeah. That's why I don't remember it.
Jericho's pushing his band pretty hard. I don't think he'll be around much.
So that's why he got in shape. Got in tour shape, huh?
Tour shape.
Yeah, baby.
Tour shape. It's new contract shape.
All right. Thanks,
man. Okay. So after that, we had the 3-way for the AEW World Tag Team titles. We had Red Dragon, we had the Young Bucks, and we had Jurassic Express. This match was great. Yeah. I thought it was really cool to see Red Dragon and the Young Bucks mix it up again. Plus, I mean, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus also held their own. We kind of were like, I think they're going to retain. And they did. I thought the match overall was really, really good. And we did see some more cracks in between that friendship, even though it wasn't really sturdy to begin with. What'd you think of the match?
I thought the match was... I thought the right people won. I thought it was an amazing match. I thought we set up a story to tail down the line in the future. And I think it's something when Cody Rhodes says he doesn't want to see the Young Bucks shouldn't be fighting the graduates of a headlock school, which is Red Dragon he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
So it was clear that that's where we're going at some point in time. Like that's where they decided to go towards was Red Dragon and Young Bucks. I wish personally we kept it a little further apart before they actually touched.
Okay.
But look, Double or Nothing's around the corner, and then on top of Double or Nothing being around the corner, we have Dynamite and Rampage in our backyard right after Double or Nothing. So they're definitely priming the Young Bucks and Red Dragon up for a main event program.
So Dylan in chat says, I was surprised Jurassic Express won. I thought they were going to drop to Red Dragon. Did you think at any time you thought we were going to have retained and we were just going to do the Red Dragon Young Bucks stuff going forward without the title? It doesn't need it,
because it doesn't need the title.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my exact verbiage was, it's like AJ and Edge, like they don't need the title, right? You don't need to put the title on these people to make it mean something, and you just have a basically call out. I think this is great, and we have a month or a month and a half,
till
2 months, until we build up to that. So, man, let's go.
Let's go indeed, and we probably will go.
All right.
No, not there. We'll go to those events.
Yeah, let's go.
What was after that? Because now I am drawing. Was that the Jade Cargill Ty Conti match? Was that the match after that?
I'm sure Shadow let us know, but yes, I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill. Anytime Jade Cargill is on my screen, I'm gonna choose Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is money. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if anybody thought anything different, but she is just
I will say I was pleasantly surprised with this match. I thought it looked really great. They were kicking the shit out of each other. And now I also feel like, besides giving Jade her flowers and being like, yeah, you're that bitch, as she says.
Yeah.
Her words.
No. Yeah, it's her words, but Jade Cargill's that bitch. Let's be real.
I think we also have to give props to Ty Conti, who has now had 2 like really good title matches. She didn't win either one of them, but her match against Britt Baker, I thought personally was very good. Might have been a little long, but that's, my preference.
Yeah.
And her match with Jade tonight was also really, really good. I was at first, I was like, I don't know, but they proved me wrong.
Yeah. Ty Conti, which shout out, as you pointed out, Ty Conti is the she had on the Alexa Bliss.
She had the Alexa Bliss.
She had the Alexa Bliss
WrestleMania makeup, which I thought it was like almost exact. It was very weird, but whatever.
I just want to say right to this camera right here, Jade Cargill is money. Jade Cargill is money. And she is a future WrestleMania main eventer.
What do we got in the chat here? Hunter, Tay, and Jade. Oh boy, that's going to be a tongue twister. If I keep Tay and Jade have made such huge strides over the past year. Dylan says Tay Conti is the Liv Morgan of AEW. Gets opportunity after opportunity and comes up short. I will say she's technically probably only had 2 opportunities.
Dylan, I would ask you, is Ty Conti the Liv Morgan, or is Thunder Rosa the Liv Morgan? Because she has another opportunity coming on Wednesday.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Matthew, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Matthew?
We're talking AEW Revolution. Where do we want to go to next after that? We just mentioned Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker. We might as well talk about it. Then we'll circle back to the dog collar match.
Well, I would ask you this. What did that match do for both of those competitors?
I honestly don't know. I think if Thunder Rosa had won, I'd be like, well, obviously it crowned a new champion and we're going to move on, and maybe Britt will go try and beat Jade's streak and take the other title and win both belts. But now I'm like, I don't know what that did. It almost felt like we were just having a match to have a match, which is fine because, I thought it was a good match, but there's no consequences to losing because if we go, I believe on Wednesday, we're having Leila Hirsch versus Thunder Rosa.
Yep.
And the winner of that gets another title match at the St. Patrick's Day Dynamite.
I believe it's like an elimination.
Is it?
I think they get entered into the elimination match.
Oh, it's not like whoever wins that gets a match.
They get
maybe I misunderstood
because it had it in red at the top that said like
eliminator.
Yeah,
but I mean, either way, it just kind of feels like we're not we as a company, AEW, love Thunder Rosa, but we don't love you that much to put the title on you,
right?
Because we have Britt, who basically just laid out. She did the Paul Heyman thing. It's not a spoiler; it's fact, and laid it out for us before the match, and then it happened.
Yeah, I that's the thing. Britt it's dangerous. Like how Britt at one time was the hottest wrestler in that company, and they failed to really capitalize on it, right? And so instead, it's like they haven't built anyone up enough to be a credible opponent, like for Jade and for Britt. So what happens? You know, where do they go? What do they do? Who knows? I mean, I guess that's anything can happen in professional wrestling, pal. But we'll see, man. But it didn't do anything for me.
Mike just said something to the effect of Jade is money and Leila is crypto. It will take off when the right people invest in her. What do you think about that? Do you have thoughts on that?
Can Jay get that on a shirt? Can AEW put that? Can we put it on a shirt?
Maybe.
Mike, can you make that shirt? Like that?
Mike has made shirts before.
Yes.
Yeah. Mike.
Which Mike is this?
M.A. Soko.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mike. Also, Mike, shout out Mike. That Dalton Castle figure that you have will get you lots and lots and lots of ladies. Trust me. He put up a tweet and said, should he date or should he buy wrestling figures? And I said, buy wrestling figures that will get you dates. And he's put up Dalton Castle. I was like, well,
interesting. There you go. Chat has now suggested that maybe with the ROH deal in order, maybe, I mean, somebody said two belts Baker, we might be getting champ Deonna Purrazzo coming after for a third title.
That could be the only way this could make sense. Like, that's it. Like Jade and Britt both ran through the card.
Yeah.
Right. So that could be the only way that can happen, unless on Wednesday, like Jade comes out and she's like, I'm that bitch. This is that bitch show. Yada, 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 yada. And then Athena comes out and it's like, dude. Oh, wait a minute.
I would be down. Yeah, I think that's the problem they're running into now is it's like they've had their two champions run through everyone. So it's like, do we either run it back again and try to build that person up, or are we just going to keep signing people to come in?
I mean, maybe you have to keep signing people because Tony said that, Big Money Tony was saying that people aren't actually good enough, aren't skilled enough, aren't talented enough.
He did say that.
Yikes,
that. All right,
Tony.
Let's talk about the dog collar match. CM Punk, MJF. MJF teases us by coming out to CM Punk's song, and he comes out, and then we get as soon as like no music played and the lights went out, I went, are we gonna get his old AFI song from ROH? And we did, and it was awesome. And he came out with the jacket with the XXX on the back and white basketball shorts. It was, and he was introduced as the Second City Saint.
Yeah.
This was amazing. I thoroughly loved that. And then the match itself was also, it was brutal. It was great. We had thumbtacks.
Yeah.
Which is funny that the tacks, when they were used the first time, you were kind of like, oh, like it didn't really pay off as big.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the GTS, it paid off huge.
Mm-hmm.
Very bloody.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needed what it needed. It needed to do what it needed to do. We also told the story of Wardlow coming out to help, not being able to find the Dynamite Diamond Ring and being like, oops, here it is, and giving it to, well, not giving it to Punk, just placing it and walking away.
Right.
CM Punk gets his revenge. I believe this is the first time MJF's been pinned in AEW.
Yes.
I thought it was near perfection.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? And chat, what did you guys think of the dog collar match? Let us know.
Honestly, I thought it was really great. I am not a dog collar match guy. I honestly didn't want to watch this match. It's something about a dog collar match where it literally it turns me away. I don't want to watch it. Never been a fan of them. I don't know if it's the actual like dog. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about it. I thought what they did in this match, the storytelling they did in this match was really, really good. And capping it off with Wardlow, and not only like with Wardlow not being able to find a ring, but the ring being a thing, how MJF got his victory over CM Punk in the first place.
And other victories, not just that one.
Well, but but in this story, right?
Story,
like, I just think that that's such an incredible story to tell with Wardlow winning the brass ring earlier in the night.
Oh, yes, we totally missed that.
Yeah, but I just thought like it's such a great story because now you have this MJF Wardlow thing. Now you have Punk, beating MJF. Where's Punk gonna go now? Like, because MJF has to go deal with Wardlow, and it's so much.
There's a lot
to that, and I think it's really, really great. The one thing about AEW, and it's clear that they're doing, is that they're able to tell stories without a title being involved.
Yes,
and that is not easy on a weekly televised professional wrestling show.
Yeah.
And they're doing it, and kudos to them for doing that. We have to give them the flowers because this dog collar match proved it.
So I saw 5 asterisks for the match. It's in the running for my match of the year. Do you think it's of that caliber so far? I know we're only in March. We got a long way to go, and we got the longest week of wrestling when WrestleMania week happens. But right now, are you like, yeah, this is one of my top matches I've seen all year?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, because story alone, it definitely has to be one of the top matches. But I'm trying to think what else. Look, I think I think Jay Cargill and Takanti is one of the top women's matches of the year.
Okay,
to be honest, I think. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess it will be. I'm just trying to run through, but yes, off the answer, yes, I definitely think it's up there and it's in conversation.
Dylan says to your point, they make men's matches that feel important.
Well, yes. He's
like, they can't do that with the women's title. That's a whole nother.
I have spoken about them and not caring about women and black wrestlers 1,000% enough. I think Tony Khan he has enough material on me to like probably try to sue me for defamation or something.
Oh boy, we don't need that.
Yeah, well,
trying to get this plane off the ground. So you mentioned the ladder match. I completely forgot about that match. Not to say that it wasn't crazy and a lot of fun, but the AEW brass ring ladder match, I thought it was pretty good. Were you surprised Wardlow won? No.
I was 1,000% wasn't surprised. I love the match. I love that match.
It was so fun. They were doing ladder spots that I've never seen before.
That match is right now in like the running for one of my favorite matches of the year.
Yeah,
like that, like different spots. They all 3 of those guys, Wardlow, Hobbs. Well, I mean, Keith Lee was already there, but Wardlow and Hobbs are future main eventers in WWE.
Dude, Hobbs was doing the fucking Vader splash, and I was like, I haven't seen that in years, dude. Man. I was like, do that in every match. I love you, Hobbs. You're the best.
He is, and I know people may be like, oh, what do you mean? Why does that have to be future main event? Because I don't care how big AEW gets, it would never get bigger than WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is where they will look like superstars, and Wardlow looked like a superstar. Yeah, exactly.
Mike says Danhausen should curse Grumpy JR. You're cursed. That was great. I also like, by the way, Danhausen wearing what appears to be new wrestling gear. So maybe we're gearing up to him being in there soon. Also, Orange Cassidy was great in that match. I thought that was a lot of fun. Perfect. I thought it worked well.
Perfect.
Him being boosted up to the ring by, I think it was Keith Lee or Wardlow and Hobbs.
Yeah.
That was great. Loved it.
It was great.
I guess, were you disappointed that Keith Lee didn't win?
We don't have time to talk.
We don't have time for that. Okay.
We don't have time to talk about the treatment that they're giving to Keith Lee.
Okay. Well, one more Keith Lee question. Do we think Keith Lee should have debuted after this match?
Yes.
So he shouldn't have even been a part of it.
Shouldn't have been a part of it.
I think they could have sat on it too.
Yes,
if he wasn't going to win.
If you're going to put in, and that's the thing. If you're going to put out a tweet saying how the former company disrespected this man, and how he's bigger about it, all this other shit, and then you have him quote unquote qualified to get into your B title that you don't even give a fuck about, and then you don't even have him like sniff the win.
Yeah.
If you don't.
Yeah, I know. I really thought they were going to put the spotlight on Keith Lee. That's what Chad is saying right now. Okay, let's move on to we were actually we didn't watch the 6-man match. We were setting up, so we were ready to go. So we heard it was crazy. We heard a bunch of people almost died. So I mean, it sounded like it was nuts.
I'm gonna just say this, and we can move on from it on my end. It was a match I did not want to watch. I do not want to watch Sting kill himself.
People were like, "Oh, this is what Sting did," and I said, "Did they end the match because he was seriously injured?" No, he was fine.
I don't want to watch it, guys. I'm not
scared.
Exactly. Like I'm fine. I'm fine not watching it. I'm okay. Every time he just comes out and walks down, I like Vince McMahon tore both his quads getting in the ring, and he was only like 45 or 50 at the time.
By the way, if you have not watched that Vince McMahon Pat McAfee interview, we don't have time to talk about it today, but go check it out. It's very much worth the watch.
Worth it. Worth.
Okay, we had Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley. That was another fantastic match. Really, really enjoyed it. Moxley gets the win by kind of, raising his shoulder out of a double pin. But I mean, the match was great, but we got to talk about the implications of what happened afterwards, because these two started beating the crap out of each other again. Referees are running down, and all of a sudden, Bill Regal is here.
He's a man.
He's a real man's man, and he's here, and he gets in the ring and not only slaps the taste out of Moxley's mouth, but slaps the taste out of Bryan Danielson's mouth, tells them to shake hands. They shake hands, and everyone walks away. So do we think... well, first of all, William Regal is in AEW, which is great.
Yep.
We kind of knew immediately he would be there because he's beloved by a bunch of people.
Everybody.
And he'd be a great on-screen talent.
Yes.
So do we think we are going to get is this like the American Top Team we want?
Yes. Yes. I was going to say, this is pure. This is wrestling purists. And if we didn't think that Cesaro would come to AEW before, he's definitely coming now. Think of a faction with William Regal, Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, and Cesaro. We're talking about wrestling purist at its finest. My God.
Sir William Regal is going to head up the heel stable of Mox and Danielson, and it's going to be such good shit. Make William Regal into the AEW, oh my God, version of Paul Heyman. If this is a new Dangerous Alliance headed by William Regal, John Fingal is 100% behind that, because Dangerous Alliance, in my opinion, is one of the best goated stables of all time.
Fun fact, Dangerous Alliance, if you will, our group chat on Instagram is actually named after the Dangerous Alliance. And that was due to you, because I knew it was like one of your favorite.
I love the Dangerous Alliance. Oh man, well, I got to go fire up Peacock.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that. That was a lie. I never watched that. So match was great, and so we're apparently going to get this stable. William Regal is a great recruiter, I assume, and we're going to get some guys coming in, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's talk about our main event, because I know some of us have to go watch the Bat.
Yeah, Gotta go watch the bad guys.
All right, so main event: Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Baby. I thought the match was good. The crowd energy was not. These people were tired. They had watched a really, really long show. And I thought the match was good. And I thought the right guy won. I was a little weirded out that we had the tag match so early in the night and we didn't have the Bucks come out to further along that storyline, unless they've just washed their hands of it completely. Red Dragon comes out, tries to interfere to help Adam Page. Or Adam Cole. Yep, I'm getting them mixed up.
The Adam Project.
The Adam Project. Hangman wins after lowering the boom and a buckshot lariat. Do you think the right guy won? And where do we go from here?
Yes, the right guy won. The right cowboy won. The right Adam run. The guy won. It was the guy that was supposed to win won. And where do we go from here? We go to Kenny couldn't do it. Adam couldn't do it. So why, Kenny, why are you better than me? Why you couldn't do it either? Well, I killed you before and I'll kill you again.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So I mean,
Elite versus Paragon, whatever their name is.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes. I don't know. The one last thing I thought was great. I don't know where we go with Hangman from here.
Yeah.
I really hope. I think we shouldn't get a rematch yet. I feel too But one other thing I want to talk about before we leave is we didn't talk about the contract signing of Shane Swerve Strickland.
Whose house?
Swerve's house.
No. Whose house?
So, Swerve's house.
Yeah.
It's Swerve's. It's Swerve's house. So, what do we think of this? How do we think he will be integrated into the title picture? Do we think after Sammy has his match with I don't know if we want to feed Swerve to Wardlow because we assume Wardlow is going to win that match unless we have some MJF shenanigans. Where do you think we put Swerve? Do you think he goes right after Adam Hangman? Adam Page? God, I keep wanting to say Adam Cole.
Trying to pick my words. What has Tony Khan done to any other black wrestler?
Oh boy.
All right. I know that's what I think. I think Swerve is great. This is my fear when you have these wrestlers come over, right? Like I don't think he's gonna be sniffing a title anytime soon, and no fault to him. I just think he's gonna be the thing about Swerve is it's another character. Right? And characters are important in professional wrestling. And no matter what type of professional wrestling you may like, rather it's more sports entertainment, rather it's more sports driven in ring base, whatever you want to call it, a purist. But characters are needed. And I think Swerve adds that to something that AEW really is not really heavy on. And you've seen it from the instant. We were watching it with some people, and when he came out, they're like, all you hear is, "Wow, look at his swagger! Wow, the man, yes, he has so much swagger. Yes, look, he's just a star." And I always thought Swerve had the most quote unquote swagger when he wasn't trying as hard. Right. And it just showed to me that it was like, I don't know what I'm talking about, because clearly everybody thinks he has swagger when he tries hard. But it also just shows the man has it. And when he walked out, even though Tony revealed it in the wave of the clipboard, just clearly said Swerve in big and bold. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, there's no mystery to it.
Big and bold. But I don't think he's gonna, honestly, man. I don't see him going anywhere for a title. Hopefully he could get into a great story. Hopefully he brings in AJ. I mean, what's his name? What's his name? Francis.
Oh,
AC Francis.
Yeah, AC Francis.
Hopefully he brings in AC Francis, man. Like, or something. I mean, you have the Acclaim. I don't want to see them do like another music faction, but hey, you do have the Acclaim sitting there, and they are legit. One of them is a legit musician, so maybe something with that. But it's some ways it could go. I only hope they treat him like he matters.
Top dollar. Someone just said top dollar. That's all they said. Nothing more, nothing less.
What
I
else?
also hope they treat him like the star that he is.
Yeah.
That would be great. Fingers crossed. All right. So what else do we have? Do we have anything else here? Nah. Hunter's predictions for Double or Nothing. MJF Wardlow. That's probably where we're headed. And then Hangman Malachi.
I wouldn't say that because they just did the Kings of Black or the
Kings of Black Throne.
Kings of Black Throne. Like they're setting up that as a tag team.
Yeah.
You know, I that's why I wouldn't really say it. But
Okay.
I think it'd be great if he was a singles star, but I think we're circling the wagon here, right? I mean, there's rumors that Punk is supposed to turn heel sometime soon. Is that going to be against Hangman?
Ooh, that is interesting. That was
the rumor. Punk is supposed to turn heel this year. So,
all right.
You know,
I mean,
are we going to get Hangman and Punk? Like,
that could be. Someone said, "Are we done with Happy to Be Here, Punk?" I feel like we are.
Oh, we're done.
I think we're done with Happy to Be Here, Punk. I think it's time to take what he thinks is rightfully his. So
hopefully the AFI wasn't just one night. Hopefully we lose.
I would love that.
We lose Cult Personality and we go to we go to the Second City Saint Punk.
I would love that. That would be great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Just keep commenting. We'll get to anything a little later, but we got to get out of here. Mm-hmm. So you can follow me on what do we got? Twitch, Twitter, mm-hmm. and Instagram at JP Thrice, and you can follow Neeson on all of those platforms.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Matter of fact, no, just you can follow me. You can follow me on Revolt, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, March 18th, Revolt Network. You can download it, watch it on TV, all the things. Revolt in a session. That's where you can follow me. That's the only thing you can follow me on.
And we're gonna try and do a joint WWE 2K22 stream tomorrow. No, I'm not backing out. I'm saying I don't know how the technology works.
I talked all this crap, Pingle.
No, we're doing it. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm down. So thanks for joining us, everybody. You can facebook.com/THS Wrestling News, youtube.com/that#show TV, twitch.tv/that #show, and instagram.com/THS.wrestling. Make sure you follow us and subscribe and hit bells and thumbs up, all that stuff. We would love that. But most importantly, that #show.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. We'll see you guys next week. Wow, we got to say that together.
Next week. Yeah, it was great.
It was good.
What up? This is the man of the hour, Leo Rush, and you are watching THS Wrestling.
That makes sense, but it's